Zelensky makes a peace offer, then unleashes 1,000 drones against Russia. Russia says it downed 911 drones in a single day, casting fresh doubt on Ukraine's peace pitch. Putin answers with revenge strikes as Moscow claims more than 1,000 Ukrainian troop losses in a day. The Russia-Ukraine war is escalating, but Putin suggests he still has not used his biggest weapons.
The other side does not have its own production of the types of weapons that Russia possesses. These include hypersonic weapons, cruise missiles, a full range of them, and a number of other weapons that no other country possesses, such as the Oreshnik medium-range missile, which has been much discussed. We are developing other weapons as well.
On June 6th, Russia's defense ministry said its air defense systems shot down 911 Ukrainian drones. The Russian Ministry of Defense added that 13 guided aerial bombs were intercepted over the past day. 4 US-made HIMARS projectiles were also shot down within 24 hours, according to Russia's Ministry of Defense. Russian Ministry of Defense said, and I quote, "Air defense systems shot down 13 guided aerial bombs, 4 HIMARS multiple-launch rocket system projectiles manufactured in the United States, and 911 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles." Unquote. The same day, the Russian Ministry of Defense said its forces took control of Shevchenko in the Kharkiv region. The Russian military also claimed a broad strike package against Ukrainian military infrastructure. The ministry said Russian forces hit fuel and transport sites used by Ukraine. Moscow also claimed strikes on port infrastructure used by the Ukrainian armed forces. Russia said it struck production sites for long-range Ukrainian drones in its latest assault. The ministry added that storage facilities and launch areas for Ukrainian drones were also hit. Moscow further claimed that Ukrainian forces lost another German-made Leopard tank. Russia's Ministry of Defense said Ukrainian losses totaled about 1,275 personnel over the past day. Meanwhile, Putin appears to be hinting at unseen weapons as uncertainty hangs over peace efforts. Zelensky recently sent a letter to Russia seeking direct negotiations.
Could I ask the presenter, I know you mentioned yourself that there seem to be representatives from the European Union and the United States in the audience. Perhaps they might raise their hands and say a few words? That would be nice. We're all talking about them. But perhaps they might say something about themselves.
You have a beautiful hometown, and so do I. And I've said to a number of audiences since I've been here, there is a great kinship between Atlanta and St. Petersburg. I have come from a city that sadly was destroyed in war, burned to the ground. Yesterday, I was privileged to have an orchestra play for us at my request, Shostakovich's Symphony No. 7. Not only did you fight it off with resolve and grit, but you also did it with culture and music. And if only Atlanta had had Shostakovich, maybe quite possibly my beautiful city would still be as intact as this beautiful place is. I do give a good hello from your friend, President Trump, and I am encouraged by everything that has happened since I've been here, Mr. President, and I appreciate the offer to speak. And we have a lot of ideas to talk about between our two capital cities in the next week. I have already been inspired by St. Petersburg ballrooms in my lifetime and have done a lot of work in your cathedrals and your palaces. So the answer is yes.
Thank you for the greeting from Washington. Please pass on our regards to President Trump.
I would like to tell you that Romanian people do not hate you. Romanian people want peace with Russia. We don't want that to help Ukrainian. We don't want to give them money and arms. But unfortunately, Romania is leading from Brussels. And I cannot send you a warm hello from our president because we do not have a president. from our point of view. I'm the president of a political party, SOS Romania, which is parliamentarian and Euro-parliamentarian political party and only opposition in Romania. And Mr. President, I would like to tell you that I was senator in Romanian parliament in 2023, I think, when Zelensky wanted to talk in my Romanian parliament. And I didn't let him, and I get him out of Romanian parliament. And I would like to send you from the bottom of the hearts of Romanian people and European people who thinks a lot and who have brains, that we want to cooperate with Russia. We are not enemies. You are the biggest country in the world. You are one of the biggest economy. We admire you for your force, and we admire entire Russian people. And we want to congratulate you for everything you have done and you are doing for this forum. Congratulations, and this is a lesson for European Union. I hope in a short time we won't have Ursula von der Leyen as a president of European Commission. Thank you so much.
Большое спасибо. Я не могу и, честно говоря, не хочу.
Thank you very much. I cannot, and to be honest, do not wish to comment on the domestic political situation in Romania, but our friend from Saudi Arabia has just mentioned that Russia is, after all, primarily an Orthodox country, as is Romania. Please convey our warmest regards to all Orthodox Christians in Romania.
On the modern warfare of drones, which have created such a horrible distance between, let me say, the perpetrator. I don't want to say the soldier, because it's not always a soldier, and the target. There is now a sort of technical, artificial distance, which is creating a new form of cruelty. And we don't anymore have any sort of code of honor between the parties. It was different still in World War I. How do you see this modern warfare in which the Russian army and the Ukrainian army have gained special experience?
As for modern technology, including unmanned aerial vehicles, unfortunately, yes, that is the case. This is a new reality. For the most part, of course, drones are supplied to Ukraine from Western countries. All that is required is to assemble them. I would like to point out that, unlike the Ukrainian armed forces, Russia possesses everything it needs to develop its capabilities domestically. This includes its resource potential, its scientific and educational institutions, that is, its human resources, as well as a well-developed industrial base and capacity to implement all the plans that the Russian Federation has set for itself in this regard. The other side does not have its own production of the types of weapons that Russia possesses. These include hypersonic weapons, cruise missiles, a full range of them, and a number of other weapons that no other country possesses, such as the Oreshnik medium-range missile, which has been much discussed. We are developing other weapons as well. But I cannot disagree with you that the most dangerous means of waging armed conflict, particularly for the civilian population, emerge, then the international community must, of course, consider how to restrict their use, and above all with regard to civilians. This is completely unacceptable, and I believe it constitutes a humanitarian crime. But this is a topic for a separate discussion involving experts and representatives of the international community.